Okay, today I'm going to make a little video of how I personally am going to deal with the new food regulations on Isle Royale of the animal resistant bags. Now, what you're looking at here is 9 days of my representation of food. Now, over the years, I've refined my food needs. Everybody's kind of different, but basically each day consists of a Cliff Bar for breakfast, a couple of trail snacks, and one hot meal, whether it's whatever dehydrated meal you prefer. I found that I like the high protein of Peak Refuel is really good, although I will use Packet Gourmet, Mountain House, whatever. Over the years, I've had bought buckets of Mountain House, so I still have some around. They're good for like 30 years. Eventually, my Mountain House will be gone, and it'll all be Peak Refuel or Packet Gourmet or something to that effect. I don't have anything against Mountain House at all, but their protein, like the Kung Pao chicken, is 32 grams of protein. Most of the Peak Refuels, you'll notice 48 grams, 41, 45, 40, 52, 40, 49. The rice and chicken Mountain House is only 14 grams of protein. So protein wise, Peak Refuel takes it hands down. Okay. Now, because I don't plan on ever leaving my bag unattended, I have, let me go over here. I have the UrSak Major XL 15-liter bag. That's what I have when I've been going into bear country. So, that's this one. It is guaranteed against bear or large teeth animals. But there are some videos out in the internet of where a pine marten and some of the small sharp tooth animals can still puncture this bag. So they have the Almighty series, which is Kevlar infused. It's a little heavier. It's guaranteed against small puncture marks or punctures like a pine marten, which is on Isle Royale. But anyway, for me, I'm not buying another one. So I'm gonna use my UrSak Major XL. Okay, there's been a lot of controversy. People are saying that the website doesn't say you have to use the odor-proof OpSak liners inside. It says the Ursack certified. Yes, it is. But the number one thing about keeping your food safe, what do animals use to find food? Their nose. So I will use these odor-proof packages. According to the Park Service, this is an UrSak Major XL, 15 liters. Their website says you need to have this bag. Now, people are arguing that nowhere does it say you need the odor-proof OpSaks, but in my opinion, how does an animal know where your food is? It smells it. So this is how I would go to Porcupine Mountains or Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Heck, Copper Harbor's bear country. I think half of upper Wisconsin's black bear country. So, in my opinion, keeping your stuff so it doesn't smell is very important. So I use the OpSaks as the company recommends inside the Ursack itself. These are like heavy plastic. All right. The other thing is the park's website says you need to put your utensils in the odor-proof, bear-resistant bag. Animal-resistant, I believe, is the words they are. Okay, my pot boils nothing but filtered water because I use dehydrated meals, so I don't believe that could have any smell, but if they want to get technical, it'll fit. I use a long-handled spoon to eat the food out of the pouch and stir my instant coffee. I have instant coffee, so my coffee cup can smell like coffee, so according to them, that should go in there. I have a small measuring cup I use for measuring water because all of them are different, and there's tricks I've learned. Some I put less water in, it says, but that's irrelevant. My instant coffee, my salt and pepper. This is my food. So this is what's supposed to be in an animal-resistant container. Now, they say your garbage should also be in the odor-resistant container, animal-resistant container. To keep my OpSaks clean, I use gallon Ziploc baggies for my garbage inside the OpSak. I usually bring 2 for every trip, sometimes 3. Now, the big question we've been getting is how big of a bag do I need for 4 days or 5 days? So I'm going to pack my 9 days in this, like I'm going to Pictured Rocks or Porcupine Mountain. Now, on Isle Royale, if I'm there more than 9 days, I set up my schedule in a way that I can get a resupply on the Voyager 2 and meet it at a dock. That's just what I've been doing for many years. I don't carry more than 9 days ever at the most. So here it is. Here's the answer to the question, how much food or what size bag do I need? UrSak Major series, which is not infused with Kevlar, so it's not small critter proof, come in 10 liter and 15 liter. The Almighty version, which is infused with Kevlar, and they claim it's even small animals like the pine marten cannot bite through it. Those come in 10, 20, and 30 sizes. And 2, when you look at the box, like for the 15 liter, it says they think it can carry 7 days worth of food for one person. But also on their website, it says that that is based on someone taking a breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every day. A dehydrated breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, it's like anything else that I put in my pack. I try to get as much air out as possible. Now, here's the second OpSak, and obviously, as I start eating, that first one will get smaller. My coffee. Don't go anywhere without coffee, salt, and pepper. To play by their rules, I'm going to put the coffee cup, my spoon. Here's my 2 bags for garbage. I don't believe my pot ever smells for anything because I only use it for water. Here's my UrSak Major. There's been some people saying, oh, on the internet it says they get soaked. I've seen this, ran water on this. It beads up and runs off like a waxed car. It's kind of canvassy feeling. But even UrSak themselves say that this one can be punctured by small teeth like a pine marten. Now, according to their directions, you weave your rope through like this. And the directions are clearly marked on the box. You pull them tight. You do overhand knot 3 times. Cinch that tight. There is 9 days worth of my food. Now, everyone's different, but that's a dehydrated meal, a Cliff Bar or some kind of protein bar every morning for breakfast, and a couple of trail snacks, whether it be M&Ms, corn nuts, piece of jerky, whatever, for when I'm hiking from place to place. There it is. Now, their other rule speaks about if there is a bare vault or metal box at the campground, you need to take this and put it in. All right. If there's not a bare vault, you're supposed to hang this from a tree or tie it to a log or a rock if a tree's not available. Now, Ursak's directions also show another knot if you have to wrap it around a tree trunk. You do a simple twist, reach through the twist and grab the one that's connected to the bag. Do the same thing to the other one. Make a simple twist, reach through, and grab the one that's connected to the bag. Okay, one loop you put through the other loop. Pull it tight. Now this loop, you put a carabiner in it or whatever. I don't have a carabiner, so I'm going to put my pocket knife in there. So you can see if that's a carabiner, you could see how what it's doing is it's keeping the knot from going through. So this would be around the tree trunk, the rock, or the log. All right. And keep in mind, this would be a carabiner. For hanging, it's the same thing. You can throw your rope over the tree branch with your OpSak, bring it down, hook a carabiner on here or whatever. Like if I was in Pictured Rocks or Porcupine Mountains, when Beth and I go, sometimes I hang our whole packs. But I could hang this 12 feet high, 6 feet away from the trunk of the tree like you would with a normal bear bag. And you're compliant with Isle Royale's new rules. Okay, so I hope this video helps. The way I eat, I got 9 days worth of food in a 15-liter UrSak Major XL is the name of this one. Now, I'm not gonna buy a different one. If you come to our shop, this is our shop. If you come to our shop and want to rent one, we're actually gonna rent the Almighty series, which is laced with woven, infused with Kevlar. That's these ones. This one's a 20-liter. This is a 10-liter. Depending on your duration. But these ones are guaranteed to be critter resistant, which means, you know, there's no raccoons. They show a raccoon's face. But there is pine marten and fox on Isle Royale. The Almighty series will withstand the fox, the pine marten bites. The Major series, this is the one that I have, and all these have directions for the knots on the side of the box. And these are the OpSaks, the odor-proof bags. Now, obviously in this picture, they're showing raw food in there. I never put raw food in, but you could. They say they're washable with warm water and mild dish soap and reusable. But that's about sums it up. So there it is. Again, this is our shop. And hopefully this answers the question of what size do I need? 9 days worth of food. This bundle right here will pass for the new regulations required by the National Park Service on Isle Royale. And thank you very much for spending your time watching my video. And remember, we are here on 6th Street in Copper Harbor, Michigan. So have a great day.